So welcome back to my channel. This is GamerDom and this is the ISU122S. This was the tank from the Berlin Quartet. It's a Russian Tier 7 TD, based on the same sort of chassis as the ISU152, but it carries a 122mm gun. And it has the distinction of being one of the highest DPM tanks in World of Tanks. It also is surprisingly accurate for a Russian assault gun. Really pokey. So we're on Redshires. I'm platooned up with Shoot and Scoot, who's in the other outstanding SU series vehicle, the ISU122S, which is the other premium Russian Tier 7 TD. And Dynamite, who's in, well, we won't talk about him, he's in artillery. Okay, M12 artillery, but that's not important. You didn't see that. So we're Redshires. I've come up to a fairly standard position. Shoot and Scoot, which is very unlike him, has gone very aggressive. He's dived down the heavy alley, and there was some logic to that because, well, as much as he ever has logic, is that he recognised, as we all did, that we didn't have as many heavies as the enemy, and actually one of the heavies has gone to the 1-2 line, so he thought there's no point, he might as well go and support. And the ISU122S is actually surprisingly bouncy, as long as you don't get into a fist fight and get circled. First shot into the Comet tracks him, but he does get taken out, and then I take a blind shot into where he was, and luckily enough he hadn't moved. So first kill, so that's good. That's a good start. And Shoot is having a whale of a time over there. He's absolutely dishing out the damage, fighting off a whole load of enemy tanks. He's got some support, but not really enough, and that support is just dying rather rapidly. There goes the OI experimental, death by arty. KV2 is about to go. It's not looking too hot over there, really not. Have a look around. The enemy is not, basically they seem to have pushed pretty much all their tanks through that heavy area there. So I'm targeting back in to try and provide some support. One of them goes down. It's still only 3-all, so it's not so bad. But I really need to get this gun singing. Oh, there's a nice KV3. Oh yes, a KV3. He's a pretty tough proposition, but he's got his back to me, so we can work him over. And of course, that shot dipped, and I tracked him only. Let's aim a bit further up on the hull. There you go, straight through the back of the turret. I think that one went, which is going to cause him some jip. No idea where that hit. Shoot has now died, but he had a hell of a game for about 3 minutes. I don't laugh because Shoot he'll tell you himself, he's actually notorious for playing quite passively and defensively, particularly in the early game. He goes bananas later on, but in the early part of the game he's always very passive. And this game he just went absolutely balls deep. I don't know what came over him. Must be the medication. I don't know. Oh dear. So anyway, they are with 3 to 6 down. Oh, there's the Panther. Can we get this gun to take him out? Oh yes we can. Led the shot nicely, if I say so myself. Oh, there's a KV-13. I've been spotted, but nobody's looking at me, so KV-13 goes down. Oh, now the Type 58's looking at me. You're looking at me? Well, I'm looking at you. It's 3 down in 3 shots. And we've evened up the score. Pulling back down, there are 2 enemy artillery in the game. So I was fortunate standing there as long as I did not to get squashed. Now I know there's still the KV-3 and the Tiger 1 over there on that flank. So I'm coming back up to have another peek. Done 1400 damage, 4 kills. And Dynamics is reporting that he can see one of the wrecked tanks moving. Now, unless we've got a case of the dead being revived, that means that something's pushing it. Well, Tiger's over there. Can I get aiming in? That shot went a bit to the left. And there's our KV-3. It was him that was moving the dead tank. Aiming on in, and he was easy meat, to be honest. So it's 10-8. I've got 5 kills just like that. Bang, bang, bang. Easy peasy peasy. KV3001H, but he's a lot annoyingly hiding behind buildings. I put a shot in anyway, because why wouldn't you when you're having a game like I'm having here? Did I knock down any buildings? No, still nothing to be seen. Still nothing to be seen. So the reload on this gun is 6.24 seconds, and you can see it sort of typically does around sort of 300 damage. So when you're firing that quickly and you're giving out that amount of alpha, this is quite a scary gun to be on the receiving end of. There's a KV1. Let's whiz over and say how do you do. It's always nice to say hello to the neighbours. Oh, the ISU122 just one-shotted him. Okay, this game is done and dusted. From a point where we were looking really dodgy, we actually looked like we've won it. I was coming around trying to find that Tiger, and also that see if we can get a flanking shot on the VK. Let's aim in on the Tiger, aiming in. The replay still got that bug, and that was an ammo rack. Just what you need. 400 damage, ammo racked. Good night, Vienna. So it's a Tiger 1 down. Yeah, I was saying that the replay has a bit of a bug, so you can't actually see the outlines of the enemy tanks, which is a bit disappointing, but a lot of bugs in the news since this latest patch, and then the little mini patch. I don't know what that is. So I've got my 6 kills, so I've got my top gun. There's 2 RT left. I'm a bit slow really, and I'm a bit far back, but you never know. You got to keep trying, you got to keep pushing, and sometimes the RT run up round here, but the Hummel hasn't. He's been surrounded. He's about to meet his maker. So I'll come along the top here, because you never know, you might get a chance. The aim time on this gun is pretty good too. So oh, and there's the American RT. Can we aim in, aim in, aim in? Haven't got an outline there. There's an outline, and I get lucky. Yes, it looked like he rammed the T-67, and I managed to take him out. So good game, really good game. So that was a first class mastery. We got Bruiser, we got Demolition Expert for that ammo rack on the Tiger 1. We got Fire for Effect, and of course Top Gun, because we finished up with 7 kills. But that sequence of was it 3 hits, 3 kills in very rapid succession. As I say, 6-second reload time on this thing for the crew I've got in it. It's absolutely evil DPM, really evil. What am I doing? Base XP of 1067, 2288 damage, 7 kills. Shoot, you know, considering he died after about 2.5 minutes, he still did 1679 damage and got a kill, and finished 4th on the team on XP, which is pretty good. Dynamics, he had a couple of hits, 669 damage. Artillery always struggles. You don't get as much XP when you're in artillery. It's a real, kick in the nuts if you like playing your artillery. Do seem lately to have featured a lot of dynamic playing artillery. He doesn't always, honestly. So I fired 15 shots, 11 of which hit and 9 of which penned for that 2288 damage. Pretty much all bar 1 shot was at long range, over 300 meters, because that gun is pretty accurate when you get a chance to aim in. We also did 1,000 assistance damage, 68,000 credits after costs, of which there weren't many, just shy of 53,000 with a premium account. If we hadn't had a premium, that would have been just over 30,000, which is still not a bad return. 1600 XP times 2 plus all the bonuses gave me 3,602 experience. That was obviously premium account. If I hadn't, it would have been 2,400. So there you go, that's the ISU122S trolling again.